Welcome back, everyone. So the area of Southern California, Rancho Palos Verdes, is in danger of falling into the ocean because of landslides. So in our introduction, we asked whether you would like to live by the ocean. A lot of people that have a lot of money tend to migrate to where the weather is the nicest, the view is the nicest, and they can have a large area of land. And so this area of Southern California attracts a lot of millionaires. So to even start a home in this area, you're looking at $2 million, huge amount of money. And so as you can imagine, the closer that you get to the ocean, the more expensive these houses are. And globally, all around the world for the last few years, our weather is being quite out of control. And unfortunately, California has two extremes. They either have extremely dry weather where there's a lot of forest fires, or they have a lot of rain all at once in a very short period of time. And this weather cycle that they have has caused the ground to crumble underneath them. All of the sea cliffs have started to lose their structural stability, and the houses that are teetering on the edge of the cliffs are in danger of falling into the ocean. And not only that, but recently in this year, many houses in this area have had to have their gas and their electricity cut off because they can't run the cables and the pipes under the ground when it's super unstable because, as I mentioned, California has a lot of fires, and so they do not want any other kind of source of a starting point for forest fires. But a lot of people are refusing to move. They have a lot of emotional memories, financial burdens like tied into the value of their homes. And so I guess they don't really know whether they should leave or not. But currently, even though the advice of if you have children and you have pets, you should be leaving the neighborhood, because a lot of people really do not want to leave. They've just brought in their own electricity generators and gas and like propane gas tanks to continue living in their home comfortably for them, but maybe somewhat like, I can't even think of the word.
You
like,
would think that they
foolishly.
with all that money, they would maybe try to invest in trying to fix the situation.
I think so too. Especially just if you have that much money, just move. Your life is not worth your house, I don't think. But hindsight is 2020. Maybe in the future when something happens, they will think, oh, I really shouldn't have bought this house, or I shouldn't have stayed in this house. So time will tell for this community whether disaster might strike and someone might lose their house to the ocean or in another different kind of landslide in the area. So when you think about Los Angeles, what comes to mind?
Before, many years ago, I thought it was when I heard about Los Angeles, I thought, oh, it's very glamorous. That's where all these celebrities are, and it's so nice. But I visited not long ago, and it was, I have a negative, it left a very negative impression on me, because there's a lot of, like a stark difference between like very rich and very poor, and it's really sad to see. So yeah. How about you?
Exactly the same way. I think I have quite a negative perception of it because, as you said, there's a large amount of really wealthy people that live in California and that have prospered there and have a really great life. And then there are a lot of other people who I think came to LA with a dream, but didn't have the financial means. The stability to finance themselves while they were there. And then unfortunately found themselves homeless, which unfortunately, again, can lead to drug problems, drinking problems. And so there's as you said, a huge wealth disparity within the city. And I think it says something about society that is a little bit too complicated to go into in this video. But yeah, so same thing. I have quite a negative perception of it. So would you be willing to pay more for a house that had a view of the ocean?
No, I don't think so. No. No. I'm just like, no, because even if I think like here in Seoul, I guess the apartments that are facing the river. Like they're like that's a really nice view, and I understand why they're way more expensive because you open your windows and all you have is this nice view outside. However, I think whatever amenities or like how close you are to the things that you need to get to is way more important than a view. What do you think?
I think because they're by the ocean, they're just inherently more valuable. But again, we talked about it before, but I think going to the beach is like a special occasion for me. Everyone thinks that nature is healing. So when you go to the beach, it makes you feel better. You can have a peaceful day. And I like that for a short period of time, but I am definitely a city girl. I have no interest in living by the beach. And I think that as weather is changing, usually if you live by the beach, you're more likely to have a storm. And so I think maybe you wouldn't be able to enjoy that view every day, maybe only a third of the year when the weather is nice. Otherwise, it might look like Poseidon's coming to get you. Okay, we hope that you enjoyed the article today. Take a look over the vocabulary for today and try to incorporate it into your everyday life. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Idyllic.
Idyllic.
Atop.
Atop.
Territorial.
Territorial.
Stay put.
Stay put.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Hindsight is 20/20ths.